Hello. So this is story time with John, and I have a story to read to you all, and it goes like this. So I used to work at a Kroger. I don't know if you've ever been in Kroger, but it is a food store. I thankfully do not work there anymore. Kroger gets really, really busy when it is about to snow. Because everyone thinks for some reason that they have to buy milk and bread, which I never understood why those were the two items that you had to buy, but they were. We were about to have a snowstorm. So Kroger was busy. I'm talking the checkout lanes, like the lines for that just went through the aisles. And it worked out well because they'd be there like, oh yeah, I guess I will take some of that. People were checking out, and there was this one guy, and he had been waiting in line for so long, and I felt so bad for him. And he was like this bigger guy, so you could tell like he just wasn't comfortable waiting in line, and it was horrible. But finally he gets up to the check lane, and I'm bagging like a baller, like a pro. I'm just like bag. So it got intense and crazy, but this one guy came through, and I was like, I had seen him waiting for so long, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to take care of this guy, because I'm pretty friendly. You know, I'm one of, not to brag, but I was one of the more friendly people who worked there, just, you know, God made me that way. Thank you. This guy had been waiting. I was like, all right, I'm going to bag his groceries. So I'm bagging. And it kind of got quiet. You know, the cashier was all like, you know, did you find everything you were looking for? He was like, yeah. And it was like a silence. There was this just awkward silence. And so I was trying to break the silence. And then the phrase that came out of my mouth was, you know, I'm sorry for your wait, sir. I'm sorry that you had to wait so long is what I meant. But that is not how he took it. Because he was a larger man. Being the larger man that he was, when I said, sorry about your wait, he looked at me. He got a little bit closer. And eventually, he was like, right. You know how, like, you could see the fury in his eyes. It was... But he got so close, and he was like, looking me dead in the eye, and he just says, what about my weight? I didn't know how to react. How do you react to that? Me being the awkward homeschooled child that I am, I just kind of very slowly eased away. See, the other check lane was piling up with groceries, so I needed to bag there anyway. But that's not where this story ends. An hour had passed, alright, so I was still kind of thinking about it, but it also slipped my mind a little bit. I was like, alright, you know what, it's time to focus back to bagging. And, I was on fire, alright? Like, I have never bagged so fast and so well before in my life, but I was on fire. It was when I was in the middle of my zone, like, in the middle of doing the most amazing bagging job I've ever done, when my manager picks up the phone. John, can you come up to the office, please? And then he always makes a really loud noise when they hang up the phone. I think it's because they're angry. But I was like in the middle of the summer, I was like, what? I'm fine. Whatever. Anything to get away from this mess of people who are buying the most ridiculous items. I go up to the office. And I walk into the manager's office. I sat down, I kind of crossed my legs, sat back, you know, made it look casual, cool. And eventually I asked him, I was like, what's going on? And he said, you got a comment on one of the surveys. This guy had taken the survey. And the survey is like long, okay? It's not short. It's not condensed. But whoever it was, I didn't know at the time, but you're about to find out. So he had gone through the survey to make the comment that didn't make any sense. Okay, I was like, what? A comment? Okay. And I asked him, what was it? What did he say? And so my manager, he looks at the piece of paper with the comment on it. But he looks at me and he says, so I don't think he would do this, but he said in the survey that that you called him fat. Did that happen? Not knowing how to respond, I just kind of started laughing. Like, I thought it was hilarious because I knew that I didn't call him fat. Okay, I said, I'm sorry for your weight. And he took it as... He was so confused. He started to get a little upset. He was like, did you call him fat? I was just laughing. I almost fell out of the chair. I kind of calmed myself down. And I told him, I said, no. This is not what happened. I told him he had been waiting in line for so long. I explained the whole story to him. And he just kind of looked at me. And he was so confused. But he kind of found it really funny too. So he eventually laughed. Oh, okay. You're free to go. And I went back into the madness. But that's it. That is the story. I just thought I'd share that story with you because, well, I thought it was hilarious. Still one of my favorite stories to tell. But it was fun doing this, and I will see you guys in the next one.